Hello! Wait. Wait. There we go! There we are! Happy Wednesday! It is Wednesday, my dudes! Hope everyone's doing well today. Or, you know, at least well-ish. Okay-ish, decent, at least a solid 5 out of 10 would already be great. God, y'all. The amount of patience I have had to exercise over these past 2 days. Like, goddamn. Yeah. I was considering just fucking going live, not going live, just like recording Monday and or Tuesday because of the Myriad Celestia they released on I think it should have been Monday, but I was like, no, you know what, I gotta do this live. I gotta do this live because I feel like my brain works better if I react to this stuff live, and if I have, you know, you guys occasionally chiming in with your own ideas. I feel like that works better in terms of, you know, theories and just gathering my thoughts than if I were to do it by myself. So I waited. I was patient. Self-control, baby. And yeah. So today is gonna be a couple reacts. And after that, honestly, I don't know what we're gonna do. I have technically four videos we're gonna be reacting today. Number one is, as Lane just mentioned already, Peak. At least I assume it's gonna be Peak because it's music. Which is also why I didn't react to it on my own, because it is music. And even if I, like, don't play or stream Zenless much, I want to at least keep up with EPs, because I know I'll always enjoy those, at least, you know? Because music. I won't be, like, reacting to, like, every Zenless trailer and stuff, but I want to at least, you know, get to, like, maybe, like, the live streams and the EPs, because I like those. Greetings from Hamburg! Wishing... I almost switched to German there. Wishing everyone a nice stream. See you in the VOD later. See you, Sven! And once again, thank you for the playlist. Because thanks to dear Sven here, we also have something nice to react to on Saturday. This week is gonna be a fun week. It's gonna be a fun gacha week. Because today we have a couple of reacts, Hoyoverse reacts and non-Hoyoverse reacts. On Friday, we will be playing Persona 5X, because it is releasing tomorrow. And I fucking love P5. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I guess, like, I mean, Persona is the franchise, but you know, like, P5, Royal, Strikers, the whole group. So they're gonna be playing that on Friday. And on Saturday, thanks to Sven's persistence, we're gonna be reacting to Reverse 1999 trailers. Sven put together a little, I guess, like, 2 playlists, consisting of the pre-release trailers and character trailers. That we're gonna be, well, we're gonna be reacting to a lot of stuff from Reverse. Number 1, the pre-release trailers. Number 2, character trailers. And apparently there's also, like, a ton of EPs that we're gonna be taking a look at as well. We're not gonna do it all in one stream. I think Saturday is just gonna be the pre-release and character trailers. I think that's gonna take up enough time. And maybe, like, you know, like, another time we're gonna get to the EPs. And after that, we're also gonna play a little bit. Because I think after that, I'm probably gonna wanna play the game. You know, at least try it out. Also, I realized I didn't even say hello to y'all yet. Lenny, welcome in. Adonis, Sven, I already said, I said hi to Sven, I think. Scarlett, hope you're doing well. Thank you. Hope you're doing well as my grandma's calling. Hold on. And we're back. Excuse me, who just objected? I didn't hear it because I had my headphones off, because my grandma called me. Whoopsies, let me finish my greetings. Ah! Nova, welcome in. Fuya, how are you? I am fine. Tired, but fine. So the usual. Bean! How you doing, Bean? Missed anything? You have not missed anything. We have done nothing so far. Only a little bit of yapping. Reverse's story is really cool, at least the beginning where I am. I've heard it's very good. I've heard it's very good. I don't know, for some reason I was kind of curious about it at like early on when it first released, and then it kind of, I don't know, it didn't really stick. I wasn't really like, I was interested, but not interested enough to start playing. And then Sven was just fucking going off and I mean, successfully spreading the propaganda. And you know what? I thought to myself, you know what? Sure. Couldn't get into it. I opted for a Cookie Run Kingdom. Honestly, fair. Yeah, not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't ever, maybe not ever, but I wouldn't have been interested in starting Reverse anytime soon if it wasn't for Sven. So, everyone say thank you, Sven. Even though he might not be here anymore, he might be gone because he's I think he's watching a musical today. with family. But yeah. Also, yeah, existing is good. Existing is good enough. But yeah. Again, after the reacts today that are probably gonna take us 1 to 2 hours at least. So no clue. Should look at the Cookie Run Kingdom. Unironically depressing as fuck. I heard. I heard. Oh, I heard. I don't know. I don't think it's really like my... Maybe it's just the aesthetics. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, dear goodness. Then Nikke? I don't think Nikke is gonna be my thing. I don't mind fan service, but that is a lot of fan service. And, not my thing. You have said that Nikke as well is also a very depressing game, which, you know, gives it bonus points, but, you know, the aesthetic, not my thing. Not my thing. But I believe that it's good. I believe that the story is good. Yes, Nikke is the one where you are exposed to just, maybe not bare ass, but a lot of ass. A lot of ass and guns. Like, a lot. Constantly. Which, you know, to each their own, it's not my thing. It's personally not my thing. That is a little too much for me. Also, for a second, I fucking thought this was a Genshin OST, because this sounds so Fontaine, you know? Like, this sounds so Fontaine. Maybe if they had man ass. You know, I feel like we gotta have a male version of Nikke at some point. One of the very few instances where a gacha company actually released a single-player AAA game that did good. Ooh, wow. The Nikke community has a saying, start for plot and stay for the plot. I've heard that, yeah. Hear what you mean. Fair enough. Have you heard the story, the drama about the rapper that stole Genshin music? Yes, I have. It is wild. Not just stealing Genshin music, but then, like, copyright claiming / striking people who used that music, including fucking Yupeng himself. Like, that is wild. That is wild. You have to be like, that is a whole level of honestly, just like self-destructive. Like, Hoyoverse music. Hoyoverse is one of the last companies that you want to go to war with over their music, because then you don't. That is like the one instance where even the community that can never agree on anything will, funnily enough, unite. Because like if they can agree on nothing else, they know that the music slaps, and if you fuck with their music, it's done. And I think he also did like apologize. He did like make a tweet or whatever, or a post or something, and apologize and like maybe take it down or something. I don't fully remember, but like that on its own is not enough, I feel like. They shall disappear among the sea of butterflies. Or go to court. Yeah. Because like, see, the thing is like, it's wild that it's like Hoyoverse in particular, because Hoyoverse is known for not giving a shit what you do with their music. Like, you can use their music, you're not gonna get copyrighted or copyright claimed for using Hoyoverse music. Like, they make that very clear. So he could have just taken, you know, he could have just taken the, like, the sample, could have just used it in his songs, work, whatever, and left it at that, and there would have been no problem. God, the Sonic versus Genshin situation. Dear God. That was a while ago. That was a while ago. That was wild. Yeah. One of the few cases, one of the few times where the Genshin community truly came together. What was it again? Was it, what were they beefing over again? Was some game awards or something, I think? I forgot what exactly it was over. I think it was some sort of like some awards where Genshin and Sonic were like, yeah, the game awards were Sonic and Genshin. I think it was Sonic Frontiers were going up against each other. And, you know, things were... Honestly, it was quite fun. It was quite... Well, not fun. It was funny on the outside. There's like whole videos about it. There's whole ass videos about it. But, yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about today, early, before getting into anything? I don't think so. I don't believe so. So, with that, I say... Cut the music! Have you been spoiled for anything? Thankfully, well, I've been spoiled a tiny bit because I forget that if I want to react to anything on, you know, past day 1, I need to stay the fuck off of Twitter. Over the past 2 days, I opened Twitter twice. And both times I saw the words Finon and something Lord Ravager. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna risk it. I am not gonna risk it. So I've seen like images, you know, from people like putting stuff in their thumbnails. That is about all I know. And I know a couple of VAs that are gonna be in this. And by that notion, also characters, although I don't know in what context whatsoever. I do think it's interesting that Finon is on the thumbnail, considering this is... I mean, to be fair, like, Black Swan had the first one. We're by the way, before we watch the second one, we're also gonna rewatch, or I guess, watch for the first time on stream. I already watched it myself way back, but we're gonna watch the first Fables of the Stars, just to, you know, for like a refresher, because honestly, I, like, forgot if there was, like, anything noteworthy in there besides just introducing some of the Eons. So we're gonna watch that before going on to part 2. But before either of those, we have some Zenlist to react to. We have Jufufu's EP, Self-Cultivation Through Food, which by the way has a really fucking funny thumbnail. So yeah. Hi, but welcome in. More Berlin walls. Dude, speaking of Berlin, did you see that they fucking... Like, I don't know how long it's gonna be up, like, open or whatever, that they have, like, a Genshin-themed cafe in Berlin now? I wanna fucking go there! I wanna go there! But I don't know how long they have that, like, how long it's gonna be open. Like, how long they're gonna have it running. Because, like, I wanna go there! But Berlin is, like, so far away! That's how German's pronounced. Technically, if you want like complete German pronunciation, is Berlin. I kind of do like the half and half, where in English it's like Berlin, and but like the German, like stressing it, like, you know, you would in German, so Berlin. So it's kind of like half and half. I'm guessing Sonic Genshin won, but because Sonic had the best 3 banger soundtracks instead of the consistent quality of Genshin, the Sonic fans got mad. It's all just because it's Genshin. You know, the usual. The usual. But yeah, Genshin did win, I'm pretty sure. Move to Reddit or Facebook? Absolutely not. I value my mental health. Are you pulling? I am not pulling for Frufu. I just got Astra Yao yesterday. My last pull. And by the way, hey, Bean. I won again. I think this game just loves me, honestly. I think Zenless just really appreciates me. Astra broke your curse? Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah! Sometimes the YouTube alerts work and sometimes they don't. But Kokoru, thank you for following. That was a YouTube alert that works once every 3 months. I do now have 2 mollies, yes. So bored, I've been putting NBA players' faces in anime horse girl and posting in Reddit. I am free. You are free, at least for now. Ishra and Astra. I honestly pulled for Astra for my Vivian and Piper. I don't even know like how good exactly she is for either of them, but I just need another ether unit, and that's literally all. And also I like Astra, and I eventually want to get Evelyn as well. Don't you mean subscribing? Yeah, technically yes. On YouTube, yes. Oh, another weird thing that on on YouTube, like following and subscribing. On Twitch it's following, on YouTube it's subscribing, but on Twitch subscribing is another thing. Whatever. Hoping to get the handful of characters that I want during 2.x. Listen, all I want is Komano and Damien. Though those are I am locking in for those two. Komano is like almost tailor-made for me. The only thing they could have improved was fucking giving him Onoyu or Kimusuba as Japanese voice actor. But even so, he is wonderful. And Damien radiates such loser energy that I also need him. Evelyn's a mistake unless you have her Wenjin. Like, genuinely the only character I have that the Wenjin feels needed. Whatever, I'm still gonna get her. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I for now I need to build Astra because I have not pre-farmed at all. I still need to finish Vivian's build. I need to finish Piper's build. I need to finish. The only character that I have finished is Hugo. And that's because I pre-farmed for him. And eventually I do also want to max out like all of his skills, even though he doesn't really need it, but you know, all in. But yeah, for now, I still have like 1 to 2 core passives to max for Hugo, and not for Lighterb and Lycon and Vivian and Piper, and then Astra. So I have stuff to do. And I would probably get stuff done faster if I didn't have like 2 Denny's all the time. HSR is the only game where I have built many characters and I can't remember the last time I was short on credits. Genshin, Agony, ZZZ, horrible. Anyway, do we react to some music? Do we listen to some hopefully banging music? Honestly, I have no real idea what to expect. I'm expecting something like upbeat, but besides that, I have no idea. So, assuming that the volume is gonna be fine, well, let's look what we have here. Let's see what we have. Jufufu's EP, Self-Cultivation Through Food. I think volume should be fine. Senior. This fucking image. Yeah, I expected something like that. I expected something like this. Oh, and now it shows in Caster Labs that Kokoru just followed, subscribed, whatever. Oh my god, that is so cute. Mania, what's crack-a-lagging? This is so silly already. I love how like cute, weirdly cute her Wenjin is too. This is just adorable. This is Zenless, yes. You're watching a Zenless EP. Look at her working. She is so cute. Dear God. Born to fist with the North Star, forced to Moe. Oh, baby. Jesus. Fucking Rinjin. This is so fucking goofy. This would be a good rhythm game track, true. Like this would be a banger beat now. Forced to Kinnikuman, forced to Cutie Patootie. Wally, welcome in. That was great.
The rest of my responsibilities as senior can wait till tomorrow.
Wait, her Wenjin is a fucking... No. As much as I love... That was not... No, as much as I love it... No, as much as I love this song, and I would listen to it again and again, that's not what I was gonna stop on. Her Wenjin is a fucking, like, popcorn container. Did I see that right? Why are you loading so long?
Responsibility.
That is amazing. Honestly, that is great. Insanely funny how her and Caesar are polar opposites. Honestly, true. True. One was born to shoujo, forced to shonen. She was well, not exactly forced to shoujo, but you know. Oh, that's not her Wenjin? Doesn't her Wenjin kind of look similar? Either way, it's cute. It's cute. But yeah, it is interesting. It is interesting. And yeah, her little guy being a popcorn maker is so funny. Kind of, but not really. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't know about her or her companions. But that was cute. That was fun. Pretty much what I expected. I expected something like more like lighthearted, silly, cutesy. And you know, just fun. Just all around fun. And I think I'm gonna sneeze. Am I gonna sneeze? Don't make me sneeze, please. Ah. Ah. Ha. Anyway, that was number 1. We started off with just some wholesome fun. And now we go and break our brains with some lore. First of all, Fables About the Stars Part 1, just as a little, you know, refresher. A refresher. Because I mostly forgot what was in this, and I want to see if like now, 2 years later, there's anything here that, you know, piques my interest. Disappointing sneeze? I did not sneeze, so haha! Don't blame anyone for thinking that Hue is the Wenjin. He's shaped like one. Exactly, that's why I thought. And I don't fully remember what her Wenjin looked like, so I was like, that's it, right? But apparently it's not. Okay. I'm not gonna like analyze this as deeply because I feel like most of this is just like gonna be stuff we know already.
Let's make an exchange.
Unless there's like specific lines.
An exchange of memories.
That you know, catch my attention.
I dreamed of a ray of light, of a crystal chalice.
Dude, this place is so fucking pretty.
The light that shone from that crystal spoke to me.
By the way, broken moon! Can't see it. Broken moon! At least I'm assuming that's a moon. Could also be a planet. I don't know. But it's broken, I think.
Listen to the parable of the stars. The nameless one, the pathless one, arrived from the edge of the wilderness, clad in stellar radiance. Go now, march unwaveringly into solar wind.
Black Swan's hands are so pretty.
You will return to my embrace, but march towards the light.
Ah, there they are.
Began to burn, piercing through the clouds as a golden death. Towers crumbled.
Oh, wait a moment. Oh, wait, wait. Oh, is this, like, her, I guess, quoting Akivili? Because I think didn't Nanook, or, you know, quote Nanook before they were Nanook, get, like, an invitation from Akivili?
Radiance. Go now, march unwaveringly into solar wind. At the end, you will return to my embrace, but march towards the light. Yet that light began to burn.
Yeah, this was released 2 years ago, so this was like at the either pre-release or somewhere like around
and
there.
The people fled, for the sun was soon to set and meet with vicious destruction. But be not dismayed, O child of the world. The Luck's arrow
Not
will
confirmed if they got an
descend to
invite?
purge
Okay,
the
fair.
wicked abominations. You must follow the traces left behind in the storm's wake. The Celestial One guards their secrets, plotting out the routes that connect all things. But they are silent, like a shroud.
Oh, see, like now we can actually recognize some of these people. And by some, I mean I probably should be recognizing more, but I recognize Polka.
Things. But they are silent, like a
Ever tried to read the faded text beneath the names of the eons? I have not actually.
shroud of mist at the center of
It
the
is crystal
universe.
It did look like crystal
Listen
candles.
to the silence, and you will know where the stars are resting.
The stars are resting.
Let your staff strike the earth.
I also like
they
the
say.
switch of music, you know?
Once and again.
And like how it also represents like the different regions, because this,
will grow to the sky,
you know, very
and the
Lawfu
dew that falls
before,
from her branches
like the
will
Erudition's
rid you
theme,
of
very sound like very,
sickness
you know,
and poison.
space station-y.
Blindfold your eyes, they say, that the approaching darkness may strike no fear in you. Let it not burden your soul.
Look at it, the
Nor
sentient
numb
black hole.
your stride.
IX looks so silly. Like, can I just say that? Look at this. It's like a blobfish. They're so silly. Each text has some kind of lore about each Aeon, though it is hard to read them. Interesting.
Push open the majestic gates, they say, and
Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay. I guess, okay. It is in English, so we can actually. Or wait, is this maybe somewhere, is this somewhere in the wiki, or in the in-game data bank? Actually, let me see, because I have read Nanook, so I could just tell based on that. Wait. Oh no, at the universe's core lies a flame. It burns. Oh my god, if I could read, if my fucking monitor could get its shit together. Oh, I hate it. Okay, I have to do it differently. Okay, I have to do. Wait, hold on. No. Okay. We're doing this again. Alright, destruction. At the universe's core lies a flame. It burns ever so intensely till entire galaxies are incinerated. Something purpose of embracing a splendid destruction at the end of all reality. The sole purpose of embracing a splendid destruction at the end of all reality. Okay, and then the hunt is in the first something years, the hunters struggled for survival. In the second 10,000 years? 100? No, maybe 10,000? The hunters fight out of a something. The third, the hunters something a purpose, something itself. Came crash out. It's a slime from Zelda. Honestly, true. The Nihility is just one big slime.
Not dismayed, O child of the world.
Erudition, if the truth of the universe is cruel and stale, would you still yearn for the answer? The knowledge seeker is impassive, for their core has been cold and unwavering since its birth, as cold as the end of the path they seek.
The celestial host at the center,
okay, and now
where the stars are resting.
I never actually did read these, I think. I don't think there's gonna be anything like too new in this, but you know, it's still interesting to read. She feels sad. Well, I'm sorry that she feels sad. For eternal life did not let her accumulate infinite wisdom. Instead, those she had once cherished faded into obscurity over time, never to return. So this is like the eons before they ascended. Is it? Which it is kind of interesting. It is interesting. Like this gives like glimpses of, honestly, I do hope that at some point we're gonna get like an insight on what or who the eons were before they ascended. Yeah, like in this case, Yalsha. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because Yalsha, the eon of abundance, you know, eternal life, eternal existence. It will make sense if Yalsha as a human, as a human or living being, I guess, mortal being, if that desire for, you know, I guess eternal life and eternal, quote, preservation, not really preservation, but, you know, stemmed from loss, you know. Yalsha was born after the swarm disaster, and she was beloved by the wounded universe at that time.
Like the earth,
so this is actually good. I hope we're gonna get no spoilers because we're gonna react to it literally right after. But I hope we're gonna get stuff like this in the second part as well. Maybe.
Once,
I don't know.
And again.
They are very pretty too. Also.
The tender sprouts
they are
will grow
very
to the
pretty.
Sky, and the dew that falls from their branches will rid you of sickness and poison. Blindfold.
All progress toward the void, all resist the void, all will become the void.
Hold your eyes, they say.
Okay, and we got
numb,
to the big blob. Honestly, it's like they're kind of cute. You know what I mean? Like this, they just look sad. It's like a sopping wet creature.
Push push open the majestic
Yeah, we
gates,
should.
as they say, and
the philosophers? I think, yes. Gaze up at the sky, contemplating civilization's ultimate goal. Build a wall! Something ache rings within their heeds. Build a wall.
lift up the tablets of
Ah,
lapis.
yes.
Read them aloud. Let the fire that forged the
I never really
bricks
took a
and the
proper
ones
look
that
at
laid the
Clopop.
walls'
They do
foundations
look kind of
be
cool.
known.
Behold a perfect home. No sorrows, no disobedience. No longings. Unfulfilled, no memories of agony. How? Envy, something.
Then they
Enviable.
say, "Oh, you who have reached the end,
I love this.
enter into the paradise that envelops all."
I love this, how like we have
Join this
multiple
great
voices
choir
now.
and feast. Listen to the beating of billions upon billions.
It always takes me a second to remember that Sheepe has multiple heads. I always kind of think as these, just as like pigtails, you know? But no, it is just, they just have multiple heads.
Of hearts holding you in their embrace.
Look upon the courtesans'
Ah! My Eon!
extravagance, the mariners' intemperance. Listen to
The
the
veracity.
infant in the mirror, the waves as they enter.
Wait, I forgot that, I didn't realize that the beauty was in here. Oh, that's actually very interesting. Okay, hold on. Okay, I knew that we were introduced to like the major eons, like, you know, like our 7. I didn't realize that we went through like all, or at least most of the others as well. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, the elation. Is that like voices in the background?
Look upon the courtesans' extravagance.
It almost sounds like, am I just imagining that? It sounds like very faint, like mumbling of some sort, or, you know, like voices.
Look upon the courtesans' extravagance, the mariners' intemperance.
Yeah, that is actually very interesting. So even though it like it kind of speeds through the remaining eons, every section still gives us like a little bit of like, every little section still incorporates like some of what they are about, I guess, like their essence into like the background music. I love that actually.
Listen to the infant in the mirror, the waves as they enter the dream,
The propagation,
the tipping
the enigmata,
of the balance.
the samsara, equilibrium, shapeless prince, against the current. Hey, that's a great band. That's a great band. Singers also sung the, I think, Mavuika's demo song, trailer song. Great fucking band.
The shapeless prince, and finally,
Also, the shapeless hold on. I just want to like actually pay
look
attention to the
upon the
subtitles here.
courtesans'
Courtesans, extravagance, hedonism,
mariners' intemperance.
temperance.
Listen to the infant in the mirror.
The infant in the mirror. The infant, end of all things, in the mirror. Interesting.
The waves as they enter the dream, the tipping of the balance, the shapeless prince, and finally, measure the world against yourself.
Finality in the corner.
The tipping of the balance.
Wait.
The shapeless.
Oh yeah, there. I didn't even see that. I'm talking with the infant in the mirror.
Prince. And finally, measure the world against
And there we have
yourself.
Bully.
And take all such things to heart. This is the path you should walk, they say. Machiavelli, depart once more. Machiavelli.
And there she is.
Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. Should you choose the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds.
Love that. That was actually like a very I actually like that. I think it was a good idea to rewatch this because I totally forgot about like a good chunk of this. Yeah, and like that like they teased Black Swan like so early on, you know, like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Okay, now we're getting to the big stuff. 5 minutes. Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight is the only actual text in game for an Eon description from the trailer. Okay, now it's time for the big stuff. Only one that wasn't shown here was Permanence. Yeah, I was wondering if there was anyone that we hadn't seen, and I do wonder if like we're gonna get to know more about, you know, like what this is gonna be about. So I'm gonna try to let this play out all the way once, and then we're gonna rewatch and analyze it bit by bit. So let's go.
The last time I was on the Uhhhh was centuries ago.
Pity that you now come not as a hero, but a prisoner.
Right,
Put
yeah.
the abundance in their grave, empty talk.
The divination matrix will naturally determine whether your words are trustworthy.
Fine.
Is that how Fushwan sounds?
As we always say on the Xianzhou, seeing is believing. The war of gods has already begun in the Abacus's calculated future.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I said I wasn't gonna pause. What do you mean? Pardon me? That's general of the Utrecht. Okay, I because I was like, that's not how she sounds. I'm sorry? Oh. So, I'm gonna hold my thoughts.
The Lord Ravager's wish will be fulfilled.
Wow.
And an Eon will fall. This is a chess game between gods, as each piece falls to counter the
Also, but where's my subtitles? There we go. Wait.
begun.
Okay, there we go.
Abacus's calculated future.
Okay, future has
Lord Ravager's wish will be fulfilled.
Iron
and
2.
an Eon will fall.
The erudition will fall.
This is a chess game between gods, as each piece falls to counter the next. Why not
my
take advantage
goodness.
of it for our own goals? The Alliance already has the Swarm Author's remains to kill a god. We just need to temper the Hunt's arrowheads with Ruin's golden blood.
Golden blood? Jojo! My boy! Oh, no voices. Sucks. We should carry an even more important order.
A colleague told me that the Xianzhou Alliance is not our enemy. So why not join this great feast? And observe how billions of beating hearts walk into irreversible demise.
Indeed. Death is not a process, but the outcome. Let the ignorant hunter raise their bow and kill what they
Dear
what
goodness.
they believe in. And ultimately, kill themselves.
So,
boy.
what's the point in this process? Just for
Ha-
it to feel
hello?
like a ceremony? Well, it's It's not like I have a right to complain about ceremonies.
Hello
I
there.
mourn for worlds that can no longer laugh.
Do you still remember what happened?
I saw a spot of light that dimmed the star.
Jesus!
Then existence itself was torn, leaving only a despairing white, enveloping both
Holy.
entropy and time.
We salute thee, blemished one. In defiance of the
Oh
cosmic
my
rules
gosh,
that
he looks
bind
prettier than I
all,
remember.
We offer a magnificent ruin.
Together, beneath your gaze, we bear witness to a colleague's end.
A colleague's...
Be it coronation or collapse, the end of their yearning is the same.
Dude.
Just to witness? That feels like formalism.
Who are you?
Even if every
I'm
genius
sorry?
in the cosmos dropped dead, what's that got to do with us?
Oh, that's an interesting design.
Still not enough for you? The fools will only flounder in tears
Fools
after
mention.
the wise have been buried.
Cease your chatter.
This is so much too...
The sun has risen.
This one. I'm gonna talk about this one in a little bit.
When Iron Tomb finally breaks its shell, the erudition's calculations will meet the end.
But who could say that Akavili on a new journey won't bring another salvation?
Trailblazing
Oh
always
my
ends up igniting
goodness.
something, no? Then, they'll achieve an even more majestic ruin.
Ooh.
Prisoner who picked up Starfire.
Oh. Oh. Ooh.
You are to become the first spark. Then come and leave the cave with me. And in that fable about the stars, we'll pen the prelude of destruction.
Oh. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh. So, step by step here. Okay. There's a HoYoLab link with a lot more context for this video if you want. You know what? Sure. I forgot how you had to permit links for like a single person. I guess I can look it up myself. Like if you have like a name, if you have the name of like what it's called, Lag's face reminds me of someone, but I can't remember. Honestly, we'll have a look at it later again. It's on HSR Twitter. Okay, gotcha. Let me go on Twitter then real quick. Honkai Star Rail. Is it the Destruction and Lord Ravagers? Oh yeah, okay, that seems to be it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I guess we're gonna read this first, and then we're gonna rewatch stuff. I think that sounds fine, right? That should work. Need to make the text a little bigger for myself. Okay. Legacy either likes to do some random poses or likes to count up to 4. Also, Blaze, welcome in. Okay. Step by step. First, read. The prisoner is about to grasp the celestial flames as cosmic fables echo from beyond the cave. The fate of Amphorius lies exposed before the gaze of Nanook and their assembly of Lord Ravagers. The displacement and desolation caused by the Lord Ravagers and forces of the Will of Destruction are not some distant wail, but are closely linked to the fate of the cosmos. Any world could be the next victim, and nobody should take them lightly. Okay, that's the text from the first Fables of the Stars, right? I think so. Yeah. Wait a moment. Did I not process that the first time? Wait. Or is it? Wait. If it is, did I not process that the first time? Like when I read this text? Wait, it is different? Wait. Wait, I still have it open. Wait. It might be a little different. It might be like similar but a little different. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. So it is similar. This is at the universe's core lies a flame. This is literally, there is a core flame in the center of the universe. So same meaning, just different wording. But this explicit wording of core flame is interesting here. It burns brighter and brighter until it consumes the entire sea of stars, all to welcome a magnificent oblivion at the end of... Wait, until it consumes the entire sea... Y'all. Hold on a fucking moment here. Hold on just a fucking moment here.
With extra damage.
Yada 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 yada. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I cooked. Let me see if I'm cooking. The new world will come. I will ignite the dawn. I will bring you a dawn in which all the stars burn to ashes. It burns brighter and brighter until it consumes the entire sea of stars. Fascinating. Fascinating. Those lines are a little close. A little very similar. Which is interesting. All to welcome a magnificent oblivion at the end of all realities. Lord Ravagers, Nanook's chosen weapons of destruction, embrace the aesthetic of destruction where all things return to entropy. The Eon Nanook, who walks the path of destruction, glances at the powerful creatures in different worlds that have developed the urge to destroy and brands them with their mark that gives power. Lord Ravagers are both Aeonic emanators and the enforcers of the will of destruction, obsessed with the beauty of havoc, adhering to the principle that all things return to entropy. They are also artists of war and the most refined weapons of destruction, commanding wars across the stars, wielding the devastating might blessed by the Eon. Each Lord Ravager holds a unique philosophy of destruction, making them extremely dangerous. Some claim they are antimatter bullets blessed by Nanook and purpose to incinerate paths. If life feeds on I don't know how to pronounce that word, then all actions are destined to facilitate destruction. In the end, when all returns to entropy, destruction will terminate together with the cosmos. Firefly says until everything burns to ashes and she's destruction. Yeah, the part that caught me off guard is the part about the stars. Like, what did it say exactly? Yeah, all the stars burn to ashes, and it burns brighter until, you know, the fire, the burning, consumes the entire sea of stars. Like, it's specifically this, you know, like it's even closer than Firefly. Like, this is just directly, it's basically the same. Of or characterized by a reduction in entropy and corresponding increase in order. Yeah, I just didn't know how to pronounce that. I assumed that it meant something like that. But, yeah, jeez. Bestow the cruelest joke of all. Witness the most absurd annihilation. Oh! discrimination. I knew I was interested in this fucker for a reason. Asad Pramad. Some say Asad Pramad is the most human of the overlords, while others argue he's the least. Rarely seen on the front lines, he prefers to orchestrate from afar, more chess master than warlord, moving his legions with methodical precision. Words that fall under his gaze are consumed by waves and waves of slow, cruel jokes, like the infamous fall of the Ogul ring. Over a century, Asad Pramad advanced his Void Rangers inch by inch just to force the military line of the resistance into the shape of a single line of text. Destruction is where laughter ends. It is mourning, not celebration. Known as the Destroyer of Elation, embraces the title. When his work is done, he scorches a giant smiling face into the surface of every dead planet, as if to mock the very idea of life. Ooh. Thank you for stopping by, Adonis. Have a lovely rest of your day, and maybe see you later. Ooh. The Destroyer of Elation. Yeah, that's what I thought. It is mourning, not celebration. So, is he or did he used to be a mourning actor, perhaps? Because the mourning actors are all very much like against the elation. Like against the concept of the elation. They resist aha and the elation. Ooh. Okay, yeah. See? I knew. I knew there was a reason why I was interested in this fucker already. And I didn't want to say it. Because I was like, these are all Lord Ravagers. So I didn't want to say it, but like, he did very much. Like, this is the guy like with the hand, right? Like, his design is very elation coded. That is in... Oh. Okay. Savage white flame pierced through the deepest darkness. Zephyro. Nihility. So is he gonna be against like, I guess, destroyer of Nihility? Question mark? Zephyro is feared across the stars as the most terrifying of the Lord Ravagers. The most terrifying. He is obsessed with the final moment of annihilation, the beauty of absolute erasure. Yet some whisper that encountering him may be a mercy. Among all the Lord Ravagers, Zephyro alone offers a death without pain. Ooh. Some doctors of chaos even theorize that his destruction is a form of resistance. They believe he is a self-annihilator summoned by IX, refining fading colors into blinding white light to defy the shadow of the Eon. His devastation has been known to bleed into the dreams of the Nihility Pathstriders, leaving searing marks on their waking flesh. Ooh. And that's why we saw Acheron there. Ooh. Fascinating. Many believe Zephyros targeting the Nihility. One self-annihilator once described a nightmare. At the end of all things, with nothing left to destroy, a Lord Ravager hurled himself into IX's divine corpus, followed by a single violent beam of white that pierced the endless dark. So that is what the I guess the soul that Acheron was talking to told her. Yeah, I mean, listen. If I'm gonna die, I want to die painlessly. So, you know, she is very pretty. Against the Harmony, Selenova. When some desperate civilizations cry out for salvation, these requests are heard by the family. But it may be Selenova who answers, and her descent brings ruin to enemy and supplicant alike. Unlike her mysterious peer, Selenova's origin is known. Nanook personally ignited a world of harmony and elevated her from the ashes of the Eternal Centurion. Ooh. She or they? Technically, only the Eons are genderless. So she would still be... I mean, they're using she, her pronouns here and he, him pronouns there. So they're still living beings, in a sense. She is deemed the destroyer of harmony, leading the Antimatter Legion and commanding Void Rangers and starships in vast, coordinated campaigns. For eons, she has followed the path of the Cancer of all worlds, spinning a web of death across the stars. Some say she alone among the Lord Ravagers knows the truth of the Stellarons, or worse, that she's the one planting them. Oh. I also like how, well, for him it's not as... Well, for these two, it's not as obvious, but here we can clearly see, like, the harmony, like, puzzle pieces. Very interesting. Wait. Is that two? Whoa. Sun Devourer that chases the light, extinguish 10,000 stars. Luxbane? I'm assuming Luxbane? Called the Sun Devourer Giant. Luxbane is credited with countless stellar extinction events, according to the Intelligentsia Guild. Beyond that, little is known. No one understands their purpose. They are simply called Lux. Hold on. Okay, hold on a moment there. So, are these two paths? Why was my first thought here the beauty? I don't think it is. That was just my first thought. Luxbane's form is indescribable, a shape so vast it eclipses suns, blotting out the sky and space alike. Also, I know it's probably going to mention it in the text, but I wanted to see if I could like figure it out beforehand, but I don't recall so it's none of the major, quote, major paths, I think. I just want to see if I can like recognize the symbols beforehand. Some in the Astral Ecology School believe they are a descendant of the Leviathan branch species. But with those creatures long gone, few can imagine a young Eon reviving such an old being from death and commanding them. Could Luxbane be Nanook's emanator to confront the veracity or the permanence? No one knows for sure. Yeah. Veracity and permanence. What do they look like? Actually, you know what? Let me, let me get like a refresher on some of the symbols, because I know, like, you know, our major paths, you know, the ones that we've come across already. But alright, I guess I would have to look for like the paths actually. Let's see, paths. Okay. Yeah, veracity is the lower one. And then wait, do we not have a symbol for the permanence? Wait. Or at least the wiki doesn't have it. I mean, do we not have a symbol for the permanence? Huh. So, yeah, this is the veracity, and this, I get, well, presumably is the permanence. Yeah, the only three paths that the wiki does not have a symbol for is the beauty, the permanence, and the finality. Long was dead way before Nanook was born, so how does Nanook know about Long? Yeah. Archforger. Against the preservation. Ignite the Warforge, turn your enemies into Void Rangers. For years, Archforger remained a total mystery despite years of investigation by the cosmic powers. Only recently did the IPC, thanks to two society members observing Amphorius, decode their name Archforger from the gravitational waves of Iron. Wait. Thanks to two society members observing Amphorius, decode their name Archforger from the gravitational waves of Iron Tomb. Void Rangers often exhibit twisted forms, and some destruction creations implode with an intense backfire when destroyed, dragging their enemies along with them to their destruction. It's believed Archforger is the architect of the Legion. Their power is linked to heat, forging, and shaping, possibly connected to the path of preservation. In the furnace of war, there is no line between the smith and the smithed. Since their ascension, this Lord Ravager no longer destroys directly, but instead forges all things into weapons of extinction. The IPC has strongly condemned this. Okay. And then this one we know, Phantalia. Seize the body, manipulate the mind, set a self-destructing trap. Member of the ancient shapeless species of the Heliobi, a starfire essence. Phantalia delights in luring civilizations into self-destruction. Based on her sabotage of the Xianzhou Alliance, it's speculated that her target may be the Hunt. To her, material extinction is not the end. Only when all things vanish mentally and spiritually can true annihilation be achieved. She's said to possess thousands of incarnations, spreading across the cosmos in countless forms. Through lies, illusions, and manipulation, she fans the flames to blind vengeance. Recent anomalies on the Xianzhou Luofu and Yao Qing may be signs that her schemes are escalating. Just how deep her influence runs is still unknown. It is very interesting that, like, these explanations, and what I mentioned before, partially, at least for one, also, you know, this, you know, like, just the design of all of this, it's, like, directly connected to the philosophy of the eons themselves, you know? Like, where is it? Cosmos manipulation fancy. Blind vengeance. Because the Hunt is also about, you know, like, the Hunt in essence is, like, number one about, you know, like, to the Pathstriders, you know, your own like, enacting your own form of justice, but also about vengeance, you know, about hunting down injustice, basically. And vengeance is, like, a big ongoing, like, a big part of all of that. So, like, this wording, very interesting, and we also have seen it, like, in previously, you know, like, here we have the architects, obviously, Belobog, ruled by the architects, among, you know, the Supreme Guardian and stuff. This one we don't really know much about. We don't really know much about the permanence or the veracity, I'm pretty sure. At least, you know, well, maybe. I don't. The harmony. I mean, here we know that she what's her name? Selenova used to be living in a world that followed the path of harmony or believed in the eon of harmony. Zephyro offers death without pain. Yeah, speculated self-annihilator. And here, possibly a former mourning actor. So that's very interesting. Apart from Zulu, but he is dead, so it doesn't matter. Unless Nanook has the ability to revive them. Who the fuck knows at this point? Oh, yeah, but now we do have all the Lord Ravagers. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, and now we're gonna rewatch this fucking shit. We are gonna rewatch all of this. Okay, be gone. Thank you. Because, oh, goodness. You missed one? Wait, did I? 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 I thought I got a... Wait, did I? Oh my god, I did! Oh my god, I did. Thank you. Iron Tube. There we go. So, upend the logic of inorganic... Wait. Upend the logic of inorganic life forms, turn technology to scrap metal. Ooh. Iron Tube. Okay, there we go. Yeah, thank you. Unlike other Lord Ravagers, Iron Tomb's invasions require no physical presence, leaving behind almost no eyewitnesses. Its presence is inferred from the ruins of devastated civilizations. Technology turns to viruses, worlds plunge into darkness, and everything deemed advanced becomes a cold grave. It only appears in highly developed worlds. Some Intellatron theorists believe Iron Tomb is the inverse of the erudition, a reversal of all calculations and logic. Its destruction resembles a phenomenon more than aesthetics. A corruption and subversion of inorganic logic, a collapse of all intelligent behavior. And, very glitchy. Red and glitchy. Fascinating. Interesting. Also, this is just me. But, this, stands, somehow reminds me of Nikador for some reason. Anyway. Is that all? That is all. Now we can rewatch this thing. Iron Tube reminds me of the strange mural we saw in the Sky Fortress of that thing that we didn't know what it was. Wait. The Sky Fortress, I didn't know what it was. Wait, the mural in the star. Oh, wait, oh, wait. The one that, I, like, at first compared to, I think, Kefali and Lygus? You mean that one? Yeah. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe we'll hop into the game in a little bit and fuck it. Fuck it. I'll well, no, I'm too lazy for that. But I have to take another look at that. Oh yeah. Wait, actually, can I maybe I don't think it's gonna wait, Celeste. Wait, Celeste. Wait, is this the one? No, it's not. Not. Fortress of Dome, Eye of Twilight. I don't think we can. There's anything on the wiki here. Yeah, there's nothing on the wiki for that, but I'll have to take a look at that. The pose looks just like Iron Tomb. Fuck it, I'm opening up the game. I'm opening up the game. We're probably gonna hop in anyway in a little bit, so fuck it. I'm opening the game. Just so we can have a look before we go into this. This is gonna be a big lore day. Big lore day before we get into our final topic. So monitor, you whore! Could you please fucking work? Ah, dear goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me swap over. Do this. Do this. Do this. Wait, can I? Somehow ended up in a shorts edit of Fantilia on repeat. It is yeah, I don't know. I couldn't really find it, but it's fine. We can just go there. We can just go there. Can I? There we go. Bam. Bam. Let me turn on the some music at least. Just a little bit. Never mind there because there is no. Wait. Wait. Pause. I technically don't need this. I'm just gonna turn the music back on. Hold on. Hold on. Bam. There we go. Because I do actually want to have a look at this. Okay, so it would be Amphorius in the fortress. Fortress of Dome, I think. What is this? Oh, it's the fight. It's the fight. So where would it be? Maybe here? Where are we here? Wait, is it this? Oops. I'm a genius.